Hey guys, welcome back to Chihi's World. I am Chihiro. How are you guys doing? And if you are new to my channel, I warmly welcome you. And also, please don't forget to join Chihi's World. Our family is growing little by little and I'm really happy. Thank you everyone for supporting me and thank you so much. I'm so honored to do videos for you guys. And also, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. And also don't forget to leave a like to this video at the end, only if you like this video. So obviously, if you have seen my part 1 of the most embarrassing moments that happened in my life, this is part 2 of the story time series. So if you haven't watched part 1, you can watch part 1 after if you watch part 2. I mean, because obviously these are 2 different stories. The part 1's video's link is in the description below, like the box below. You can watch it after you watch this, or if you want to watch that first, go ahead, watch that and then watch this. Yeah. And okay, let's get into it. This involves school, this involves my father, this involves a strict, creepy teacher, and this involves like the school that I mentioned, and this involves the school that I'm sorry to say I hated the most. I hated 2017, like the whole year. I hated it so much. Anyways, around September, my father was sick, so obviously we had to like admit him to a hospital, a nearby hospital, and that hospital was like horrible, really horrible. Like we had no idea. We had to rush him to the hospital because they take us to the nearest hospital, and this hospital, the services, the machinery or whatever, the equipment they should have, they have nothing. I really hated my country at that time. I really hated it. Like the way they treat a patient is so bad. My father's leg even got caught in this wheelchair and he was the patient. So bad services. I won't mention it. I don't want to get... Honestly, I just hope that people doesn't go there even if it's an emergency. Just try to take a taxi or something and just go to a place where they have equipment. Basically, we were financially down, so we couldn't like take my father to like a private hospital, which takes like so much of money. So anyways, we found an ICU and we took him there, and this was Sunday. Okay, so on Monday I have school, so I was supposed to bring this past paper, and okay, this was an English past paper. So in Cambridge we have so many different module codes, like everything changes with just a number. So I took the paper. If, for example, if I was supposed to take like 4006, I have taken 4007. So it's totally different. That's not the paper that we do. So I was in a rush. I came back from the hospital like around 10-11 in the night. Like I was there from in the morning like 5-6. I was like up from like 2 in the morning because obviously me and my mother, I had to keep my mother strong. We had to find in a hospital, and I did my job. I did call my tutors and everyone to find a place. Somehow we found a place, so obviously that was settled. So okay, so my mother wanted me to go to school because obviously she can not leave me alone in school, like at home. My brother had to go to school because he had this test, like a pre-test, like a thing, like a revision. So he had to go, and my brother didn't actually quite understand the situation. He was like cool about it, you know. He knew like it was something like if you get fever you will overcome something, like, you know, he was feeling like that. He wasn't depressed as I was, like he wasn't sad or he didn't understand the situation. So he went to school, I went to school, and then I took the past paper and went, and then this was the wrong past paper. So okay, when I went to school, I was really quite sad inside. Like some of my friends knew and they came and hugged me, and when they hugged me, I was tearing. I didn't cry, I was tearing because I couldn't keep the pain inside. And then I somehow forced myself not to cry, and then they were like, stay strong and all that. And then somehow I went through the day, and this period, the English period, was the period before the interval. And okay, so our sir, he told us to take our papers out, and we did take our papers out. And then he was like, if you have the wrong paper, or if you haven't like bring the paper, please stand up. So since I had the wrong paper, I obviously had to stand up, and I was the newcomer in the class. Okay, so I stood up. So there were two boys who haven't brought the paper, and they are like the mischievous ones. Like in class, obviously there are different types of students. They were like mischievous people. So the teacher went to them, and he hit them with his textbook, like to the head, like the back of the head. It was like that. It was quite hard, and I was like shocked. Okay, and okay, let's say he hit it with the book, and so hit them with the book, so it didn't hurt a lot. So I just thought this was like my first ever time that I made a mistake. I've never done anything wrong in this school, and I hoped that he would give me a chance. And then he came to me, and then he went in the front. He just checked me, and he just laughed, like smiled, gave this creepy smile. And then he went in front of the class and was like, oh, the newcomer, you did a mistake. I was like, your first time, huh? Like, you know, like asking me. And I was like, I'm very sorry, sir, I brought the different module. And then I was like, I was in a rush, I'm very sorry. And he was like, you should know how to manage your time and all that. And he was like, even though you're the newcomer, we cannot give you a chance. Then everybody will be wondering why I'm giving you chances and all that. And you should always make sure you make your mistake from your first time and all that. And he gave this quite stupid lecture that I felt like shouting at him and really leaving the room, like, and going. But obviously I had no power to do that, but I really felt like that. And then he went out of the class, and he comes back with the huge long cane, like about 3 bamboo sticks together. He comes with it, and he tells me to stand up. And I was like, oh my god, I knew he was going to hit me with it. But it was so unfair that the boys were just given a shot with the book, and I'm being given a huge shot. I know when he hits with the cane, because I have seen he either hits like 3 to 4 times, like smacks you. I know that. I have seen him using that. I feel so sorry for the people who always get punished. Like, this is just a small thing that I did, like brought the wrong module, and he just brings the cane and he's like, stand up. And then I was like, I'm very sorry, sir. I will bring the correct paper next time and all that. And then I just don't know, I rushed, saying that my father was in the ICU, so I didn't have time, so I didn't have time to see. I was in a rush. I was saying that I was in a rush. I was repeating, and I wasn't standing because my heart was pounding, and there was already pain inside me, and then I didn't know what to do. So he was like, I don't care, stand up. And then I stood up, and then he didn't hear what I said. I do remember he didn't hear what I said. And then when I stood up, I started crying like a baby. There was already pain inside me, and getting much more pain. I couldn't handle it. Like, you know, it's like overloading pain. It was so hard inside of me that time. I was so sad, and like I was like I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't even cry. I was like so scared, so sad, so painful inside. I was crying so much, just like a baby, and I shouted at him. I was saying, my father is in the ICU. I didn't have time. I rushed everything. And then the girl next to me even shouted and told, sir, don't you understand? Her father is in the ICU. And then the sir understood, because obviously all this time, even though I was trying to talk to him, my voice wasn't clear because I was like breaking at points. Like, it was like I couldn't talk. So when the friend who, like the student who was sitting next to me, thankfully she told what happened, the teacher got shocked, and he was like, I'm very sorry, I didn't know you were in this much pain and all that shit. Sorry. I was so mad. I really hated that sir from that day onwards. And at that point, I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't even stop sobbing. Like I was like, like it was so hard for me to breathe. So everyone in my class, I don't even talk to them because I'm new. Like even though I've been there for a few months, I'm quite shy, I have to actually say, of meeting new people. Like if I see like a cheerful person, I would definitely go and talk to them. But the children in that class, they were like very different from the friends that I associate with. Like I'm not trying to say like I'm separating them. They were like my friends, they come up to me, they're really cheerful, but they were like so shy too. They were scared of me or something because I always spoke in English, because in my edX school we were only supposed to speak in English, and obviously everybody spoke in English, but they were like speaking in Sinhala and they were like expecting me to talk in Sinhala as well, and I didn't do that. I don't know why. And like there was a quite distance. Like in that school, I wasn't me. I was like a different person. I would just sit in my place. I don't even go around in that school. I feel very awkward to even walk around in that school because I didn't feel like myself in that school. I felt like I was stuck, I was like in the middle of random people that I really don't even know. But they were like really nice, but they were like staring at me and they were whispering. I can even see them like making weird like faces. I felt like they were judging me, and that time was the most weird thing because I couldn't stop myself crying. Even after the teacher was like, he apologized for what happened, and then he was like concerned about me. He was like asking everything. I just did not even feel like talking to him or anything because I really hated him from that moment. I hated him so much, and then I couldn't stop crying. I don't know why I couldn't stop crying. Even in the interval, I was like, sobbing like so much. And then there was so much pain in me, so I couldn't stop. The classmates, they were like looking at me and they were saying. And then after the interval, we had my art classes. So when I went to my art classes, everybody in the art class. So in the art class, it's like this. Classes were like, there were like 5 classes, and in each class there are about 40 to 50 students, and from there you can choose either art, literature, or I don't know, there were French or something like, there were different subjects. So from all the 5, they choose French or art or whatever. So the people who choose art from all the classes get into one room and do art together. So the children from all the 5, there were like about 80 students who were doing art. Like there were a lot who were doing art, not 80, like 70 students who were doing art, and everybody knew that I cried like a baby. I mean, they didn't say that, but they knew what was happening. They knew my father was in the ICU, and I was like wondering how fast did this like spread. Obviously through the internet, like not the internet, sorry. It happened within the interval. So everybody knew, and this was so embarrassing. People were talking about it, and like when people, I don't know, when they came and tell, like when someone you don't know, okay, when someone you haven't even talked to before comes to you and tells that they are sorry about us or what happened to us, that feeling you get, it's like so weird. But you obviously, they're nice, okay, but you haven't even seen this person before, or you haven't even spoken to him or her. When they come and tell that to you, you feel embarrassed. Like, how did they know? You just get this weird feeling, like you shouldn't. It's like you get confused, like stuck within becoming thankful or being aggressive towards him or her, or like asking from them like, how on earth do you know about it? Like you feel weird, like you get stuck at this point. And I was like, that situation was weird. That was like the most embarrassing situation that happened to me at a school, and that year was the year I hated the most because I lost my father. My whole life was screwed in 2017, and it was very horrible. I hate 2017 so much, and I don't even wish to go back. I know we can't, but I don't even wish to go back. So and yeah, that was like actually this was like the most embarrassing thing that happened. Obviously that the first video that happened was also really embarrassing. Please make sure you watch that if you haven't watched that. The link is in the description below. This is also quite like so embarrassing, and I really wish that none of this kind of stuff happens to you. But if it has happened already, if you are experiencing it, like going through something like this, it's fine. You're not the only one who has been through or who's going through something like this. I think literally everyone has gone through something bad at a point of their life, because everybody's life is not perfect. It's a challenge, obviously, so we win sometimes, lose sometimes, have to face a lot of different things in life. So you know, you're not the only one who's experiencing, and you're not alone. That's what I had to say. And hope you guys did get entertained by the the story time that I said. And also I would like to say, as I mentioned in my previous video, if you have any stories that you are interested to share in my channel or want the world to know, please let me know. And also if you are interested, straight away just email it to me, email your story to me, and my email is in the description box below. I would be honored to read your stories and like spread the word and spread your thoughts about the situation that happened. So anyways guys, thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already been part of Chihi's World. Make sure you join Chihi's World, and also don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy and if you felt like you are connected, like you had experienced some situations like this. Thank you so much, and see you guys next week. See you guys on every Monday. Bye!